A safari jacket. A bush jacket is a garment originally designed for the purpose of going on safari in the African bush. When paired with trousers or shorts, it becomes a safari suit. A safari jacket is commonly a lightweight cotton drill, a lighter poplin jacket, traditionally khaki in color, with a self-belt, often with epaulette-style shoulder straps called passants with 4 or more expandable bellows pockets. History. Lightweight, light-colored uniforms were worn by European soldiers serving in warm climates from the 19th century and little altered throughout World War II. They typically featured epaulettes, pleated pockets, belts and other features later found on safari jackets. The earliest reference to a safari suit listed in the Oxford English Dictionary is from an American newspaper in 1935. In 1936, author and adventurer Ernest Hemingway designed a bush jacket, which was made by Willis and Amp Geiger. In 1939, Abercrombie and Amp Fitch advertised safari jackets, shorts and trousers, of coat shirt style for sports and leisure wear. In the 1960s and 70s, safari suits became fashionable thanks to designers' versions for men and women by, for example, French designers Ted Lapidus and Yves Saint Laurent, both of whom are among those credited with inventing and popularizing the look. Australia. The safari suit is popularly associated with Australian fashion in the 1970s. It was commonly worn by the former South Australian Premier Don Dunstan. On the 7th of March 1974, male politicians in the Northern Territory were given permission by the Speaker of the House Les McFarlane to wear safari suits during sittings of the Northern Territory Legislative Assembly. It was granted at the request of the Leader of the Opposition, Mr. John Isaacs. The Speaker of the House said, "Honourable members, I have received a further request that the standard of male dress be relaxed to include safari jackets. I have been in touch with the Federal Parliament and I find that the Speaker, Sir Billy Snedden, is allowing safari jackets with shirt and tie. He also allows one member to wear a safari jacket over an open-necked shirt. Therefore, I have decided to accept safari jackets as suitable dress in the Assembly. I must say that I do this very reluctantly because I feel that we have relaxed our standards too far. However, the precedent has been set. I might add that I will not allow T-shirts." Charles, Prince of Wales, famously wore a safari suit on his visit to Uluru with Diana, Princess of Wales in 1983. India. In India, the safari suit gained popularity through the 1970s, influenced to a large degree by films and some fashion trends from the West for warmer climates. The safari suit in India gained prominence when local synthetic fiber manufacture and supply was significantly increased in the later half of the 70s. Reliance Industries and other textile manufacturers set up synthetic fiber plants in India, significantly reducing the price of synthetic fiber, and the Indian middle class jumped at the opportunity to be well dressed in a fabric which, though unsuited to India's climate, was fairly cheap, easy to maintain and long-lasting. The safari suit continued to be the de facto business attire, particularly in government, public sectors and the SMB arena in India, through the late 1990s. With India's growth over the 1990s, liberalization, and with the middle class suddenly having more disposable income, the younger generations began to gravitate towards more modern Western fashions such as suits and other business attire. Although it is still visible in some parts of India, the safari suit is now indelibly associated with the so-called license Raj, the slow, inefficient Indian bureaucracy of the 1970s and the 1980s. In popular culture, Roger Moore's James Bond wore beige safari jackets or bush shirts with matching pants in The Man with the Golden Gun, Moonraker and Octopussy. The safari jacket was a favorite of J.R. Ewing in the 1980s evening soap opera Dallas, where he usually wore it with an ascot. The Marvel Comics superhero Wonder Man wore a red safari jacket with black pants as his costume for a period of time. In the J.G. Ballard novel High Rise, the character Anthony Royal wears a white safari jacket.